Well, hello. 6 months on keto, and big news. Blood work results are back. I'm back. I'm Mark Wheeler, and this is Primal Inspired Keto. So, big week here at the Primal Inspired Keto home base. We started receiving this week the samples and the first round of seasonings for my Primal Inspired Keto organic Primal Inspired Keto spices and seasonings, and we'll definitely talk more about that, and you'll see some of those coming up here pretty quick. But this week I had my blood work. I was very nervous about that. The last time I could really talk about blood work, or the first time as a reference back to how this whole thing started, was back in 8/11/17. I had my blood work done, and usually I dreaded it like nobody's business because, you know, being that much overweight and trying to find my vein was always horrible. And they're really good technicians at LabCorp, or at least they've been recently, but no problem there. And then I get the numbers back, and I have to go to my doctor, and he's a great guy. I mean, he's the best. But when when you're not making any progress, and he warned you, you might have to go on insulin. We don't want to do that, and you know, I mean, he's giving all these subtle nudges. You know, I can fix this. He's got big, you know, he's got Mark's book on the counter with the Primal Blueprint, and he's got Rob Wolf's book on the counter, and he's got the posters on the wall, and he's got all of that. But you know, he can just lead you there. He can't make you drink the water. But finally, I get it. So that was 8/11/17, and my A1C was 11.4. And I know it had been worse than that, and it was probably worse than that before I started. So I started keto probably some point in May, really got it kicked off. And so I was excited to go for my next checkup at that point, and it had been way too long. I'd been putting it off because I wasn't making any progress. I know it was probably getting worse. But after about almost a month and a half, 2 months on keto, I was down to 7.0. 7.0 from 11.4. Which blew me away. So we started getting off of it. I'm getting a little emotional here. He started pulling me off the medications, and you know, I think I'm going to stay on, because there's a lot of good things to say about metformin. So I might stay on metformin, and yeah, I'm tolerating it now. Back when I wasn't under carb control, I was carb dependent. It really I didn't handle it very well. It wasn't pretty. So anyway, so I go back and I'm 7.0. So now I'm excited, you know, to see what the next one's going to bring. But I'm apprehensive because now I'm off the medication, and as I'm doing my ketosis checks, you know, my ketones on my meter, my Keto Mojo meter, and doing all of that, the numbers are a little more inconsistent. But I'm working hard at it. I'm fasting. I'm doing all the things I need to do. But drum roll. So I go on the 22nd for my blood work, and 5.1, which is pretty awesome. I'll come back to me in a minute. Hang on. Sorry about that. I even gave myself a couple of days because I'm pretty worked up about it. It's better than I ever expected it to be. Here we go again. Excuse me. I don't mean. I'll cut that drinking on the camera out. So technically, that means I'm no longer type 2 diabetic. I've kicked type 2 diabetes to the curb. So. Well, that's fantastic. What a fantastic feeling. You know, sometimes it's hard to put in words. I know that's what I'm supposed to be doing here, but sometimes it gets pretty difficult. But just really excited about the future and where this is going to go. I'm not going to miss it at all. And I don't miss the foods I used to eat. But anyway, I'm just super excited. This is great. It's just the beginning. We're going to keep going with this. This is my lifestyle. This is the way it's going to be. I'm so excited about the product. I tell everybody I meet, I'm getting involved in everything I can possibly get involved in. because this is definitely something that obviously changed my life. I don't need to be on all those medications. So drug companies, I'm not going to do anything profane here. And naysayers, you can go to the same place because this works and it's a great thing. So subscribe, click the bell, stick with us. This is just the beginning. I'm getting more and more traction with this. Hopefully I'm doing better. Let me know if you watch the video and that you got some helpful comments or anything. Just let me know. I respond to all the comments, and I'm just super excited. So thank you very much.